Welcome to Computer Techniques. My name is John Filkey and I'm presenting the first half of the course, which is Engineering Drawing with SolidWorks. So in this course, I'd like to point out for you the content is available on the Learn Online website, which you've already found if you've found this video, and the details of the course is in the course outline, so you can access that from the Learn Online website. So a little bit about myself. My name is, as I said, I'm Professor John Filkey. I'm an Industry Professor of Mechanical Engineering at the University of South Australia. I've been studying a whole range of topics, and as people say, you'll do a range of careers in your life. So I did a Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering to start with, followed by a Master of Engineering Science in Agricultural Engineering at Melbourne University, and then I did a PhD in Soil Science at Adelaide University. So you can see you can change areas that you're working in. And currently I'm working with topics such as microwave, transmission through food products, and looking at a whole other range of topics. So your career does vary from your first degree. So I'm a CPN, Certified Practicing Engineer, accredited by Engineers Australia, and a member of a few societies such as the American Society for Agricultural and Biological Engineers. So some of the things I've been doing is working on tillage tool design, and you can see down the bottom there's a picture of the tillage test track, which is on the northeastern corner of our campus. So I was involved in building that in the mid-80s, and we've been using that for our research since then. Dried grape research is another area that I've been working in, which has led me to working in dried almond processing as well. So we're looking at new processes for almonds. So in my work has been mainly around agricultural research, doing consulting, expert witness, particularly if there's products not performing or personal injury. And one of the other bits is that for 13 years while working at the university, I was a manager of R&D at Hord Bagshaw. And that's a picture of me from a few years ago alongside one of the air seeders at Hord Bagshaw, which was designed using SolidWorks. So some of the things my teaching at UniSA, I teach this course, Computer Techniques, CAD/CAM Principles and Practice, which takes this course a little bit further to making of parts, particularly for the education teachers. We do Engineering Drawing with SolidWorks through Open Universities Australia, and that was taught to Bachelor of Design students. I teach a second year mechanical engineering course, Mechanical Design Practice. So there we use SolidWorks as a tool for design. And then I have final year projects and PhD supervision. Shown there is world's longest bike, which is a Guinness Book of Records for the longest bike, travelling 100 metres, seated 20 people, and you can find that by Building M on the Mawson Lakes campus. So looking at SolidWorks and this course, so introducing SolidWorks, we'll be first looking at creating parts. So you can see in that top left-hand corner, there is a part. So you can see here's a part. So that's just one item designed as a part. If we put those together, if we bring a group of parts together, we then call that an assembly. So we can have sensors which are on a sensor mount, which is inside of a larger assembly. So an assembly is made up of a group of parts. So from SolidWorks, we make parts, we then put them into assemblies. To then tell people how we want to use those assemblies, we create engineering drawings. So here's a drawing showing the way parts are arranged. So these parts can be mechanical items, they can be electrical items, they can be civil items for buildings and construction there. So it's a range of parts, and you can see how we've modelled the parts. We've shown them as a schematic and also an isometric view, and you can see the parts are labelled with balloons, and also details are placed on the drawings there. The last part for those doing mechanical engineering, we'll also be looking at using SolidWorks for simulations, and this is a simulation of airflow through some almonds related to some of my research. You can see the air coming out through the vents and going up through the pile of almonds out to atmosphere. So we can do a whole range of simulations. So that's some of the things we can do with SolidWorks and some of the things that you might be doing in your program here at UniSA. So my part with SOLIDWORKS in the industry. So to say, well, what do I know about SOLIDWORKS? What have I been doing? So as I mentioned, 13 years I was working at Horwood Bagshaw, and we were designing tillage, seeding, earth moving equipment. They may have up to 3,000 parts, if you count all the nuts and bolts, washers, that are in one of those items. And we can put all of those into a model. Another area of work here is water filtration. So this is a company, Baleen Filters, which is Adelaide based. They're exporting products all around the world, and they're a spin-off from our research here at UniSA, where we first started off washing sultanas and ended up looking at recovery of coal, recovery of minerals in the mining industry as well, so resource recovery. Some of our other work related to agriculture. On this harvester at the back, there's a mill that we've developed here at UniSA. It's called, now called the Integrated Harrington Seed Destructor, manufactured by De Bruin Engineering, and that is being sold around Australia. So we have a patent on that item, and that's being made. Also, there's been a variation of that item developed by the person who did the first work, so it was a part of a PhD. So it takes the chaff, mills it and spreads it back on the ground as a method of controlling seeds. He has developed another technology and has set up his own company, Seed Terminator. So they're also using SOLIDWORKS for their designs. So, about our course. So this course might not be taught in a conventional manner that you might be expecting, but here we have online content. So the course is delivered to students on campus, delivered to students through online external, and then through Open Universities as well. So this course has online content each week, so look at that. We have weekly quizzes. There's both formative and assessed quizzes. We have classes which can be face-to-face and virtual classrooms if you're doing it as an online course. We have weekly computer practicals with submissions, and at the end of the course, end of the 6 weeks, there's a design assignment. So all of this is listed in the course calendar, which is in the course outline. So some of the objectives of this course is that at the end of this course, I'm after students being able to explain the need for engineering drawings, being able to visualize parameters and create 3D models, and being able to communicate your intent with drawings, images, and animations. So for this course, there's a range of expectations, and that is each week, look at the work that is set aside, both the content and the computer practicals. So do the weekly quizzes. We'll talk later, but there's look at the textbook, information also for extra reading, and the SOLIDWORKS tutorials to help you with it. We'll be putting the work together in an e-portfolio, and we'll talk about that later, as a method of presenting your work as a practice here, just showing you technologies, but it's also some way that you might like to show potential employers your types of work. There's discussion forums for course-related content, so you can put that online. And that's not only for students to ask questions, but it's also for students to answer questions. Other recommendations is keep up with the work weekly. And if you see things that need improvement, please let us know. For this course, there are a time budget available. And for the total course, for each course, which is worth 4.5 units, you'll get used to that terminology, there's about 150 hours of content. So for engineering drawing with SOLIDWORKS, there should be about 75 hours that you spend on this course to help learn this material. There's a course budget which shows how that 75 hours could be spent. So have a look for that course budget on the course site. With marking, we aim to get feedback and marks back to you within 2 weeks. Please don't submit work of other people. We've had that before, and as you'll see in the course outline, that's if you're caught with submitting other people's work, you will be given 0 for that task. So contacting us, you can use SOLIDWORKS Forum for course-related questions and the Talk to Teacher dialogue for more personal type questions related to the course. So for this course, we have a textbook. It's available as an e-book from the library. So here's the book. You can see it's quite a thick, large book here. We don't recommend that you have to buy the book, but it's there for you if you like textbooks. But it is available as an e-book from the library, and you can borrow that at any time and open up, read those sections of the textbook from the library. Also, this course will be referring to the Australian standards for drawing, so we'll be talking about that as AS 1100, and there's many parts to that, and you're able to also access that from the library. In this course, there's graduate qualities that we teach. So throughout through your program, you will learn about these graduate qualities. So we're looking at 3 of the graduate qualities. One is the body of knowledge. Next one that we're looking at is effective problem solving. So we use SOLIDWORKS for problem solving, and we use SOLIDWORKS for communicating our design intent. So there's 3 of the graduate qualities that we're helping build up through this course. So SOLIDWORKS, it's available at all the computer pools here on Mawson Lakes, at some pools, City West, particularly the Jeffrey Smart building, and at City East. There's also standalone licenses that students can borrow and set up in your home computer. You can also access it in a virtual environment as well on any platform. So there's different ways, and you can see the course site for that information. With regards to any students with disabilities in any way with this course, please contact a disability advisor. They will help develop a learning plan, learning access plan, and that'll be provided to us. We can then help provide materials and content that is suitable to your needs. So that can range from a whole range of things. I've had a student that was virtually blind. We've had a whole range of other things, but we can actually help them with achieving success in this course. So if you have any course-related questions, please post them on the SOLIDWORKS forum. So the next step really is, after you've had a look at the website, the course outline, there's a self-assess your readiness quiz on there. It's not assessed, but I invite you to find that quiz and undertake that quiz just to pick up the few key topics to help you with success in this course. So thank you for listening to this presentation.